present your 2016 Indiana Hoosier Volleyball Team.
I think that, they just talked about how positive and how fun it was, and everyone's attitudes were so good. And so I think when I look at this team, and I just think they really loved volleyball and they really enjoyed playing. And sometimes you get those teams that, maybe it's senioritis, maybe they're ready to move on and stuff, and they don't really have that passion. And it was so nice to see a team at the very end of the season. I remember being in a timeout at Ohio State and telling them, like, we're having fun right now. This is the last match of the year. We're playing good volleyball and we're having fun. And you could just see it in their faces. So to have a team that had that much passion, and I think they look back on it now and they really, that's something we can take with us and keep, emphasizing, because I think that's what really helped us this year. And now we can all look back on that and say, yeah, how did we get there? I think that was leadership. Out of our captains and our senior class, that they were not done, that they still enjoyed coming to practice every day, and it wasn't the complaining and things like that. So I think, keep building on that type of culture is something that we can now reflect on after the season was over and see as a real positive. Yeah, and I think there were a lot of great stories, and I think, that's what I told the kids. I mean, I remember college, even though it was a long time ago. I don't remember the specific matches or anything like that, but these kids, Alcatraz was on their bucket list, and they got to do that. They're going to remember that for the rest of their life. And so you create memories that are really awesome, and things that I want them to have. They look back, two of the seniors got tattoos on their ankle with their numbers on it. And they don't understand this, but that means a lot to me. But that's something that's very meaningful. It's going to be on them the rest of their life, and it's a positive, right? They can look down and be like, yeah, I played at Indiana. That was my number. Like, man, remember when we did this? And I think that's pretty cool that it meant that much to them, that they want to have those kind of memories. So, I only get them for 4 years, and a couple years before that if they commit early, But really what I want them for is, that huge chunk of time after, to hopefully be able to help them in any way I can help them, but just want to stay connected. From every place I've coached, I still talk to so many of those kids, and that to me is so cool. I'm not like Facebook. I was like, I'm not getting on Facebook. I don't, But then I realized that what Facebook gives me is a chance to connect with all those kids I've coached, because I can, they're getting married, they're having kids, they're doing great things, and we played at Maryland this year, and 2 of my College of Charleston kids came from DC up to Maryland to see our team play. And that made my day. Like 2 kids that, we had a great program there and everything, but that they still follow my team now. That's not even their team. And we still have this great connection, and that they would make the trip, up to Maryland just to watch my team play. I thought it was super cool and something that really means a lot to me, So those connections are really a big reason why I coach.